everybody, this is Danny from T&D Production. A few videos back we talked about how America does things different from other countries. And I just noticed we just scratched the surface. So we're going to get back into it today with more things America finds normal, but the rest of the world considers rather strange, really. But before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, hit that little notification bell to let you know when something new from T&D Production drops. So let's get on to it. First up, let's talk about something you see every time you turn a TV on in the States. Medicine commercials. So imagine this, you're watching your football game or YouTube and all of a sudden this guy comes on and talks very fast for 30 seconds about side effects for some medication. He'll mention slight dizziness or fatigue or maybe the sudden urge to dance.
Ask your doctor.
Only in America and New Zealand is this really legal to do. The rest of the world finds this kind of strange to advertise prescriptions on TV instead just go to a doctor to get it prescribed to you. Now let's talk about the food for a little bit. Specifically American bread. When I first moved to Asia, I noticed something. The bread is a little more fluffy, a little more homemade looking, and it's not really as sweet. That's because in America, they pump their breads full of preservatives and salt and sugar. In most countries, bread is something you buy daily, not something you buy with a lot of preservatives that would make it last a whole nuclear winter. So when Europeans or Asians try American-style bread, they find it more like cake and not the bread they're used to, not the hearty bread. Rent in the US has gone through the roof, pardon the pun. We're seeing studio apartments in cities like New York City or San Francisco going for $3,000 to $4,000 a month. You know, the weird part of that is Americans almost take it as a badge of honor to pay that much. Even though we have the urban sprawl, you'll be moving away from the city to save money, you'll be spending a fortune just to have a roof over your head. It's a cycle that most people outside of the US find completely unsustainable. In many other countries, there are stricter rent controls or more affordable housing options. In America, if you don't have a car, you're basically stranded. Our cities are designed for vehicles, not people. I remember living in Asia, where you just could hop on a high-speed train or a clean, efficient subway to get everywhere in the city for a couple of dollars. You don't really need a car. In the US, public transportation is often an afterthought. We have 10-lane highways, but no sidewalk to get to the grocery store across the street. To someone from Japan or Singapore, the idea of driving 20 minutes just to buy a gallon of milk is total madness.
We traded walking for traffic jams, and we call that freedom?
Fast food isn't just a treat in the US for many families, it's a daily staple. Because we're always in our cars, always rushing, the drive-thru becomes the kitchen. When you look at the blue zones or places where people live the longest, they're eating whole foods, mostly plants and cooking at home, and real bread. In America, we've normalized eating a 1,500 calorie burger combo while driving 70 miles an hour. The sheer dominance of fast food chains on every corner seems totally strange and unusual to somebody in a foreign country. And finally, a little quirk about how Americans see the world. Most Americans have no idea what the exchange rate is for other currencies. Because the US dollar is the global currency, we often accept it to be accepted everywhere, or we just don't think about other money at all. Other countries know what their currency is worth in US dollars. Normal Americans don't really know that. In the same way they don't know Celsius and Fahrenheit temperatures. It's a bit of that American exceptionalism that the rest of the world just looks at it as ignorance. So there you have it. What do you think? Did I miss any? Let me know in the comments below. Have you recently moved abroad, or maybe have lived abroad for a while and you are American and you noticed some things? Let me know. Don't forget to hit that like button if you like this video and subscribe to the channel. And if you really want to be generous and show that you like this stuff, you can buy me a cup of coffee. A little bit of money goes a long way and it shows a lot of appreciation. I'd love it if you did. The link is in the description below. Until next time, this is Danny from T&D Productions.
Channel made for expats, by expats, about expats.
I'll see you next time.